Hello, I am Gollamudi Harsha, and the topic I will be doing is network topologies. Topology. What is network topology? It is a structure of a network which may be depicted physically or logically, and it is an application of graph theory. So, network topology is used in many places such as LAN networks, local area networks, etc. There are 5 basic types of network topologies. They are 1. Mesh topology, 2. Star topology, 3. Bus topology, 4. Tree topology, and 5. Ring topology. These are the 5 basic topologies, but there are also other basic topologies such as point-to-point, hybrid, and daisy chains. Topology. Mesh topology. In mesh topology, all nodes are connected to every other node. Like, for example, let's take this diagram. And let us name these as A, B, C, D, and E. Now node A is connected to B, C, D, and E, and B is connected to C, D, E, and A, and likewise C is also connected to everything, and this way D and E are also connected to everything. So in this the message directly goes from one point to another directly. Advantages of mesh topology are advantages. 1. All the workstations are directly connected. And 2, even if one node fails, the others can keep working. Advantage of mesh topology is that like the more wires are required for each and every connection. Like, see, for example, like A should be connected to everything, so we use many wires and everything. So disadvantage is that many wires are required for all the nodes. Is star topology. In this topology, there's a central system called the hub, to which all the systems are connected. A hub. And from the hub, like, all the devices interact with each other and so on. The diagram for this hub, as for the star topology, would be let's name them A, B, C, D. And note that these wires here are fully duplex. And then, so if node A wants to communicate with node C, what it does, it sends it goes through the hub, and from the hub it goes to the C part, and likewise for B to D or any. Advantages of star topology. Advantages. The major advantage of star topology is that even if one stops working, the others can still work. Like, for example, if node A, this stops working, then B, C, D will function properly along with the hub, and it can go with each other. And another major thing is that everything goes through the hub, so hub would be the main database thing. And let's write it down.
What is whose assignment? Maths.
Well, topology. The one and only major disadvantage of star topology is that what if the hub fails? Like if the hub fails, like A can't connect to B and anything. So hub is the most important part of the star topology. And if the hub fails, everything, the whole network goes down. If hub fails, the whole network goes down. Topology, the bus topology. Bus topology. The bus topology works on the principle of using a backbone, and that's a single cable through which all the other things are connected. Like let's see its diagram. Like this. And these can be the nodes. Node A, B, C, and D. So the main single cable, it's called the backbone. This one is called the backbone. So like the information or the message passed through this and goes through A or B or C like this to the single cable. When one message travels from one node to another, the other thing stays silent. Like for example, let's consider it goes from A to D. When the message comes over here, now B can't pass any message to the other things, and A goes to D, and then B can send to C, or like that. And now let's go to the advantages of bus topology. The major advantage is that we need really less cables and wires. To connect all systems. And the length of these also, like they are less. Yes. And now the disadvantages of bus topology. And the major disadvantage is that if the backbone fails, like everything fails. Like for example, if backbone fails, now A can't send to B anything like that. So the major one is if the backbone fails, the whole network goes down. The disadvantages in bus topology, and this, such as like heat generation. Like when backbone is used again and again, like the lot of heat is generated and the cables can be burned or become faulty. Heat generation, cable becomes burnt or faulty. And another disadvantage is that we can't use as much backbone as we want. There's a limited number on the specific time and everything. Cannot use and the final disadvantage is that if signal like the quantity is more, the signal or the message is lost, like through heat and stuff. So like for long distances and as such. So if the quantity is more, signal is lost. Form of heat, etc. if it is too far. For tree topology. In tree topology, there are no closed loops. No closed loops. And the transmission medium is a branching cable. Now, if a transmission is sent from one station to another, the whole medium receives the transmission. Transmission from any station propagates through the medium and can be received by all other stations. So that's the reason why this structure is basically called the hierarchical structure. So the diagram for this would be like a station, and let's name them A, B, C, D and E. Now this is station A, B, C, D and E. Like if a message needs to travel from D to B, it travels towards the network like this, and it can even directly go to E from C. The major advantage is that like the transmission message is sent throughout the system, like so all the devices can get the message, and the ones which need it can use it, the others can discard it. All the devices get the message or transmission. If needed, the station uses it. Or else it can discard the message or transmission. And now coming to disadvantages. The major disadvantage is that if a connecting station fails, like the structure below it is fully gone. Like for example, in this diagram, if station C fails, then D and D can't communicate with A and B anymore. Like it will come here and it can't go through this. And same is the case for E. So this whole, and if there's any further connections, even everything will fail down the line. So if the connecting stations fail, the whole stations down the line fail. Is the ring topology. In the ring topology, all workstations are connected to each other in such a way that all make a loop and data is passed from one workstation to another easily. Like, let's see the diagram. and let's consider 5 nodes. Name them A, B, C, D and E. Now all workstations are connected in a loop, and if data needs to be passed, it goes from A, B, C, D and so on. So all workstations are connected to each other such a way that they make a loop. Through which data passes from one workstation to another easily. So now, like, all the links are point-to-point links. Point-to-point links, and it's a closed loop as we know it, and the whole ring topology is unidirectional, or it can go only clockwise or anti-clockwise, like from A B C D or A E D C B. This is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. That's how it is. So the ring topology is unidirectional. Advantages of ring topology. Advantages. The major advantage is that data is quickly transferred and all data traffic is in the same direction, so it can be easily transferred. Data is quickly transferred and all data traffic is in the same direction, so it's basically unidirectional. And now coming to the disadvantages. Like, for example, if one node fails, the whole ring topology collapses. Like in this diagram, if C fails, and if a message is going from A to D, then it's a clockwise direction, so it goes from A to B and B to C, and it stops over here because C is not working. So the disadvantage is that if one node fails, the whole ring topology goes down. And actually there's one more advantage, and it's that this ring topology overcomes the problem by bus topology, like we saw earlier, the bus topology. Like, no need of using one backbone, and we can go through all the systems instead. It overcomes the problem faced by bus topology. The number of connections each of the topologies take. Like connections required by each of the topology. Let us assume there are n devices. There are n devices, and so in a mesh topology, and actually let us assume all are fully duplex connections. So in a mesh topology, For n devices, we need n into n minus 1 by 2 connections. And in a bus topology, we need n plus 1 connections, for n for the devices and 1 for the backbone. And in a star topology, we need n connections. And in a ring topology, similarly we need n connections for n devices. Basic topologies, there is another category called hybrid topology. Hybrid topology. In this hybrid topology, it is a network topology that uses like 2 or more different network topologies. Like it includes a mix of all the topologies which we have seen until now, like the mesh, star, bus, tree and ring topology. So hybrid topology, a hybrid topology is a type of network topology that uses 2 or more different network topologies. These include 1. Mesh topology, 2. Star topology, 3. Bus topology, 4. Tree topology, and 5. Ring topology. Then a few hybrid topologies. 1. A hybrid topology using star and ring topologies. So we're using star and ring topologies. So in a making a hybrid topology, we need to decide on a backbone, and here we'll take star as the backbone. Then we get star as backbone, and we get the topology as this would be the hub, and then the systems are in a ring topology. So this is how a star and ring hybrid topology looks like. Let us take another example. And in this example, we'll consider ring and bus topology. So a hybrid topology using star, ring and bus topology. So for the star topology, we use the hub, and we draw the systems, and then another one unseen, and the bus is connected to the hub, and this is connected to the system, and this system is in a ring topology. So this is the hybrid topology for using a star, ring and bus topology. And that's it from the network topologies. Thank you.